Okay, welcome back. And we were talking about seeds in the Bible, and we're going to talk about seeds today. But one thing, would it work very well if we planted our seeds outside in the winter, in the season of winter? Do you remember what happens in winter? It's super cold, isn't it? So would our seeds grow? No. So when do we plant our seeds? Do you remember? Oh, could it be? Could it be? Oops, we gotta move our arrow. In the spring, we have how many seasons? 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall. And then they start all over again, right? Winter, spring, summer, fall. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Can we plant seeds in the winter? Well, we could, but the ground is very hard and is very cold, and they're probably not going to grow very well. So we wait until spring to do our planting, don't we? Spring is our season. And if you see right here, our square that is right here that has 1, 2, 3 months in it, we are right in the middle of spring, and we know that there are 12 months in a year. There's 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 January, February, March, and April, May and June, July and August, September and October, November and December. There's 12 months in a year. There's 12 months in a year. Now, I was asking you about winter. Winter was right up here. We started our year in the winter, and you see it had the snowflake because it's super duper cold. And then we came down here and we got into this square, and it's got a nice little flower. And how do we get flowers? We plant seeds and we get flowers. So we know we're in spring. And then after that, with our sunshine shining down, we're in summer. And then the leaves turn and it start getting cooler again back in fall. And then it starts all over again, right? So we know we are in January, February, March, and April. We are in the month of May. That's right. We are in the month of May. Now, I know we've been talking about the month of May, but I don't think we ever talked about what color were we going to talk about for the month of May. So here is our, our month of May. And we said that May starts with the letter May. May. The M, that's right. M-A-Y. M-A-Y. May. May. Now, we haven't talked about our color of the month yet. And one of the cool things about today is that May ends with the letter Y. And the color for this month is yellow. And it also starts with the letter Y. So we're going to talk about things that are yellow, because so many beautiful flowers in the spring and the summer are the color yellow. And it also happens to be our letter for this day is Y is yellow. So we get yellow for the color and yellow for the word that starts with Y. So many cool things that we can do with the letter Y and the color yellow. Wow. So yellow, as I just said, starts with the letter Y. Y. And it is going to be so easy for you to make the letter Y because you just finished making the letter X last week, and Y and X are a lot alike, except for one line that was long, you change it into a short one. So where do we always start our letters? From the top, from the top, from the top, 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 from the top, from the top, from the top, 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 from the top, from the top, from the top, top, top. We start our letters from the top. So we are going to start right up here with smiley. And this is the time. Oh, this is not a full line. This is our short line. And it goes boop, stop. And then, just like we did with the letter X, we go back to the top, boop, and make another diagonal. So a half a diagonal, stop, back to the top, and the long diagonal. So instead of making it all the way down like you would in an X, you just go boop, halfway down, short line, long line. You ready? So that means here is our letter Y. Why? Because that's our letter today. It's Y. That's why. Oh, you weren't asking a question. You were saying the letter, weren't you? Oh, silly Mrs. Ryan. Oh, okay. So there is our letter Y. Very nice, very nice. I know you're going to have an easy time making the letter Y. All right, so here it is. Like I said, I have every confidence that you are going to have a very easy time making this because you just practiced all those X's last week. And like I said, all you have to do is start at the top, that halfway down, one little line, and then add that longer line. So you start here at the smiley. Oops. All right, sorry about that. We start here at the smiley, and you go halfway down, back to the top, full line down. Half, full, half, full, half, full. I think you're going to have you're going to be able to make these Ys by yourself. The only part that is sometimes hard is that we want to make this line, instead of going at the diagonal, we try to make it up and down. And that's not going to work, because if you put it up and down, the diagonal isn't going to know where to go. So you have to put it at a diagonal. And that'll be like the only part that might give you a little trouble, is that make sure this guy can't go up and down, because if he goes up and down, you'll miss the second diagonal. But you've been practicing so hard on your diagonals, I don't think you're going to have any trouble whatsoever. So when you're done, turn this over and write your name, write your name, and then practice making your own letter Ys. And I know there's quite a few of you out there that have already been practicing Y because it's in your name. So I think you're going to have a great time with the letter Y. But I was kind of wondering, besides yellow, and you see here on all those other pictures, we had yarn, yarn, and yellow start with the letter Y. But I was wondering, are there any other words that we could think of that start with the letter Y? So here is our Y sound box, and let's take a look at it. Now I'm going to tell you right now, it's a little more empty than our other boxes, because even X, even though we only came up with like 2 really super great words that started with the letter X, X-ray and xylophone, but they have a lot of words that end with X. Well, there are a lot of words that end with Y, so there aren't a lot in our box either. So we're going to take a look at the letter Y, and you see that there's the big Y and the little y. Big Y, uppercase Y, and little y, lowercase y. And in here, of course, just like in our sheet showed us, there is some yarn. Yarn. We definitely had yarn. And even though it's hard to see, this color right here is yellow. Yellow. Now this yellow right here happens to be on a toy boat, but the boat starts with the letter B. So Mrs. Ryan, why would we have a boat in our Y box? That's because this is a very big and fancy boat called a yacht. Can you say that? Yacht. This is a Y word with it being yacht. Yacht. And then if you are out driving around, and we talked about our shape called the octagon, and it had 8 sides. Well, this guy here, this shape happens to be a triangle. That's right, because it has 1, 2, 3 sides, 3 points, 1, 2, the one I'm holding, 3. This is a triangle. And if you're out driving around in your car, hopefully you're not the one doing the driving, but you never know, right? If you're out driving around and you see an octagon, you know that you have to stop That's a stop sign, right? With 8 signs. Well, this sign right here is a yield sign. This traffic sign means you need to slow way down, and if there's somebody else coming, you need to stop. But if there isn't anybody else coming, then you can go. And it's kind of like a roundabout without a lot of yield signs, but you need to be on the lookout for this Y word right here that says yield. And then if you're really hungry for a really yummy snack, it even says it on here, if I can hold it up, yummy yogurt. Yummy and yogurt both start with the letter Y. Yummy and yogurt. And that, my friends, are the sounds that come out of our Y sound box. All right. So back to our color of the month, or for the whole month of May, the color is, do you remember? Have you forgotten? Yellow. Good job. Yellow. So I was thinking about something that is really beautiful that I have a lot of at my house. You can't really see them yet because they're little guys, but they will grow. What is she talking about? Sunflowers, that's it, you got it. Sunflowers are one of my favorite flowers, and they are very, very yellow. Yay, I love yellow sunflowers. So sunflowers, if you look really close here in the center, these are the leaves, the petals of the sunflower. But if you look in the center, what do you see there? A whole lot of seeds. That's right. Now I know seeds. And it says Melvin and Gilda Berger. Who do you think Melvin and Gilda Berger are? That's right, the author. Good job. And we know that author writes the story, author writes the story, author writes the story. That's why they came first. So we're going to open up our story to this special page right here. What is this called? The title page. Good job. And hey, Melvin and Gilda Berger are the only ones on there. But I don't think they're an illustrator, because if you look really close here, can you see? Is it going to catch it? There's our sunshine. It's pictures. So I wonder if maybe they aren't the photographers. That's right. If we don't have illustrators to draw our pictures, we take pictures. And those photographs, we have a photographer. And look at here. Just like we just said, here are beautiful pictures. Seeds. There are all kinds of seeds. Yay! Look at that. An acorn is a seed. Do you see the acorn? And a peach pit is a seed. Yummy peaches. And hey, what color is this part you eat of the peach? What color is that? Yellow! Good job! Way to go! Now, peas are seeds. Yum. But they're not yellow, are they? What color are they? Green. Yes, definitely. Very green. And so is corn. This is a zoomed in picture of the corn that would be on the corn cob. They've got corn in their hands, but wait a second. What color is that corn? Yellow again. Good job. And corn, all those are all those are corn. Yeah, seeds for corn. Now, strawberry seeds are tiny. Can you see them? That's zoomed in again, right up to the strawberry. All those little parts on the outside of the strawberry, those are the seeds. But strawberries aren't yellow, are they? What color are they? Red. Yes, definitely. Did you know that a coconut is a giant seed? Look at that coconut. That's actually a seed. Whoa. Did you know the biggest coconuts weigh as much as you do? Wow, that is a big coconut. Now, what do seeds do? Now here, do you see those seeds? Those are our sunflower seeds. Do you ever like to eat sunflower seeds? I do too. Very tasty. But do you know these seeds, these sunflower seeds, if we don't eat them and we plant them into the ground, they will grow into sunflowers. They'll grow into plants. Now, sunflower seeds will grow into sunflowers. Corn will grow into corn. Strawberries will grow into strawberries. That's right. So the seeds grow into the plants. Now, some seeds start to grow when they fall to the ground. Do you see this little guy here? Whoa. This little guy right there. And he's growing and he's reaching up to the beautiful sunshine or below into other places. Now this seed, this acorn, dropped to the ground, and he didn't go very far because he just dropped right off the tree onto the ground. But this dandelion is blowing in the wind, and so who knows where those seeds will end up, because they are out there on the wind floating off into many, many, many other places. Now, some seeds start to grow when squirrels bury them. Now, he's got an acorn in his hand, and he's like, I need to save this acorn for my snack later. And then he buried it into the ground, and then he got watching TV for too long, and he forgot where he buried the seed, and he didn't get his snack, or maybe he went and found another snack, and he totally forgot about it. He left it buried in the ground, and it was just like it was planted. It was just like somebody came along and planted a seed, and because he forgot that it was there. And sometimes birds drop them. Like you say, "Hey birdie, how are you doing today?" And he's got this seed in his mouth, and he wants to answer you, and he goes, "Oh, oops." Blink, down to the ground it goes. So he went to talk or sing to you, and it fell down to the ground. Now, some seeds shoot out and land on the ground. Do you see these guys? They are shooting out their own seeds. The pod opens up and goes and shoots them out. Instead of just plink down to the ground, they go who knows where they're going to land. And some seeds float onto land. Guys, do you know what that is again? There is another coconut. That coconut went plink into the ocean. It got washed out to sea, and maybe 1,000 miles away, which is way far away, it washes up onto the shore, the land, somewhere else. And while it's been out to sea, it's already sprouted, and now it needs to get buried into the sand, and he will grow a coconut tree. Crazy. Now, seeds start to grow in the soil. Anyone can plant seeds. So, could you plant seeds? You sure can. I bet you already have too. I plant seeds. Seeds grow down with the root right there. And seeds grow up. It's a plant. Here's the stem. And then, of course, it's got the leaves. So we have the roots. And we have the stem and the leaves. Awesome. I love plants. Plants need warmth from what? The sun and water to grow. Plants also need sunlight. Look at that. There's our sunflowers. Look at a whole field full of sunflowers. Did you know plants make the food they need from water and sunlight? It's this really crazy vocabulary word. It's a huge word. Ready? Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Say it again. Photosynthesis. It makes you want to, doesn't it? Let's try it one more time. Photosynthesis. 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 That is taking the sunlight it needs and turning it into food to grow. Isn't that so cool? Plants grow bigger and stronger, and after a while, they make their own seeds. Did you know that seeds grow into plants that look like the plants they came from? Now, didn't we talk about that? So here we have lots of, well, if we look, Lots and lots and lots and lots of trees. We don't even need the pictures to show us trees. And I bet if we looked around long enough, we'd probably find some pine cones out here too, wouldn't we? Now, do you think the pine cone is going to drop down and a sunflower is going to grow from it? No, that would be silly, wouldn't it? Now, pumpkins grow from pumpkin seeds and peanuts grow from peanut seeds. Now, here is a good look at inside a growing peanut seed. Same way as here's the pumpkin seed inside that's going to grow your pumpkins. Maple trees grow from maple seeds, the little helicopter seeds right there. And apple trees grow from what? Apple seeds! You're right there. Awesome. We all eat plants or parts of plants and lots of seeds. Oh, so much yum. Look at that. So cool. That is so cool. I love seeds and I love yellow sunflowers. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that. But I've given you a lot to work on. You need to go make some big W. Silly Mrs. Ryan. She is like last week. We need to go make some letter Y's today. So go ahead and get Rose fingers warmed up and ready to make your letter Y's, okay? 1 little, 2 little, 3 little bubbles, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little bubbles, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little bubbles, 10 little bubbles go pop, pop, pop. Pop 'em at me, pop, pop, pop. Pop 'em at you, pop, pop, pop. Pop 'em back and forth, pop, 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 pop. Play some air piano. Oh, and upside down. And it's time to see where those bubbles are going to go. All right, let's see what they're going to do outside. You never know. They are totally going off in the background. I wonder if you can see them. I wonder if I blow them this way, if you can see them. Can you see them in the background? Oh, I hope so. Maybe if I go over here, they'll come right across the... I hope you could see those. Oh, silly bubbles outside. All right, when we come back, we've got one more seed story for you today. See you soon.